And so that's why I fuck snakes. So.
Wow, that's a very interesting story. It was full of all kinds of character development, and wasn't relying on references or anything.
Nope. Anyway, I don't know when the boss fight is, because that looked like that was... It'd be a good spot to start heading towards the next boss fight, but...
Never was good at math.
Well, here's a real test for you. I found a way out to Raleigh's hideout, but unfortunately, it is doomed to failure.
You're not gonna tell me I have to shoot myself out of that cannon.
I'm afraid that's the only way.
Now you're talking.
You're really scaring me, man.
So who is this
Anyway,
next guy you're going to fight?
inside that
It's
thing,
a frog
you
dude
have to
still.
steal all
Oh, still
7
that
of
frog
Raleigh's
dude.
treasure keys.
So what are we waiting for?
Hmm?
You show me those hollow what's it?
So
You mean
that
my
frog dude was a
holographic
pirate,
markers?
right?
Yeah. And
I don't know what he was. He was some, like, fucking
and steal back my family's
playboy, or like he was born into money. It seemed like.
Are you sure he wasn't just a rejected One Piece character?
Yeah, yo. Believe it. Don't give it up, Luffy. Believe it. Wait. No, it's believe it, not believe it. Believin', don't give it up, Zolo. Believin', don't give it up, Nami. Believin', don't give it up. Go, yo. Here's how the story. Okay, enough of that.
This is the story all about how my God.
I became the. This is the story all about how I want to become the king of pirates now. Yo, ho.
Oh,
And
wait.
that's
No,
my
I
understanding
remember
of
what I
One
was-
Piece.
The line I was looking for, how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I want to take a minute just to right there. I want to tell you how I became the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Again, what a lovely story, not full of references at all.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Nothing about me actually being the spawn of a Catwoman or some shit like that. So if you listen right now, the frog dude's talking, but you can't hear him because I'm talking over him, so... Is there a way I can turn subtitles on for him? Because I honestly can't hear him at all.
That's a good idea.
Oh, wait, there's a save game option right here. I'm gonna do that. Oh wait, no, my game's already saved. What? Wait a minute. Why do I have to replay the? Wait, I can control the camera in the pause screen. Innovative.
Wow.
You mean Max Payne's kind of like Sly Cooper?
Did Max Payne come after Sly Cooper?
I think you said there was a Max Payne game on PS2. You said, right?
Yeah, Max Payne.
Okay, I don't know then. I never played Max Payne on PS2.
It's just very dark. Incredibly, like not.
Maybe you should
like,
turn up the brightness on your TV then.
No, I don't mean like dark as in the game is like designed.
I know. You don't have to explain to me what dark means.
The dark. I know what darkness is. I've lived my whole life in it.
Persona 5 is super dark, actually. Like, whole game is about like you're a high school student who saw a woman trying to be like saw a woman who had some drunk dude trying to basically rape her, So you walk over, and the guy who's trying to rip the drum woman is like, "You fuck off, kid," and then you like touch him on his shoulder, like very lightly, and then he's like, "I'm calling the cops because I'm rich and the cops, I own the cops." And then now you have a criminal record for assault, assault and battery, and so now you have to go to some other school, because this is the only school that will accept you, because now you have a criminal record. And the school there has a volleyball teacher who's, like, beating up the volleyball... Who is, like, directly beating up the, kids in volleyball, and is also sexually harassing the female students. And just everything's fucked.
I would like to make an open world game where you can overthrow the government. So it's like, if you start getting attacked by police, your only two options are to give it to the police, or to overthrow the government.
I would like to make a game where there are a lot of options. Like, because honestly, the game that I know that has the most, like, the most amounts of split paths, I'm doing really bad at this game, is Shadow the Hedgehog, actually. Legitimately, I'm not making a joke. The game with probably the most, like, split path gameplay is legitimately the Shadow the Hedgehog game.
What about Fallout New Vegas?
No, that game's actually pretty linear when you really look at it. Because, in that game you can either... There are 4 different, like, paths you can pick in that game. Ultimate. Like, I really like how when you beat the game, it's like, remember those super mutants that you dealt with? Oh yeah, you fucked them forever. Like, they're never gonna recover because you did something shitty. Or, it's like, you helped cure their schizophrenia, and you're a cool dude. But ultimately, you're either gonna side with the House, the Legion, if you're a fucking racist fucker. Seriously, I did the Legion pass just for the achievement, and I don't understand how anyone can do that, like, soundly. Damn it.
Yeah, like the thing is, the only reason I joined the Legion was because I wanted to make a totally evil character.
Yeah, and I mean, even the game, I feel like when you win the game, quote-unquote win, when you complete the game with the Legion path, I feel like the game is saying, like, yeah, you kind of screwed everybody forever. Like, you're really an asshole.
Like, really, that could have been changed if they changed the way the Legion was introduced to you.
Well, no, because the Legion is just, like, full of slaves and shit, and just, I don't know. I don't see anything good with the Legion.
I mean, I think, like, if you talk to the people, they have, like, some, like, actual problems with democracy. They have reasons that they think this kind of monarchy and position of strength is important, but it's like they do it under this mask of these ruthless killing enslavers.
You know, what you just said there, like, you didn't even give any examples, but, like, the ideas you just gave out, make it sound like, damn, if that was more the focus of the Legion, then, I would have been so much more, like, I don't think I would like the Legion, but I would be so much more, like, oh, the Legion has some good ideas, at least.
You know, they really would have benefited from a slave in the Legion who is siding with the Legion. That would have been a very interesting thing.
And if it didn't seem like the Legion was all about just violence and, self-gain. Because that's what they looked like, was just self-gain. Like, we use slaves because slaves are, you know, free labor. And we just want chaos.
I think instead, with the Legion, the way that they should have introduced the Legion, I think...
they were introduced as villains, like from the start. Because you see them crucifying just like they had a lottery, and it's like, okay, 2 people or 1 or 2 people get to leave here alive. Like one guy gets to leave here alive, the other guy, we're gonna break his legs and let him sit and rot here. And the only way he'll live is if someone helps him.
Like, what if instead of slaughtering that town, they just forcefully took it over? And instead, when you walked in on them, creating a more productive economy. But, like, they're scaring the crap, but they're, like forcing people into it.
Yeah, like, okay, I could get behind that.
Instead of saying these people are sinful, so we need to kill them, instead, if they were more these people are sinful...
Hey, pay attention to what I just got, because I wasn't paying any attention.
Oh, object, some fast breathing, I missed the last part of it.
Oops. Well, yeah, I agree with what you're saying. An idea of, instead they just took over the place by power, rather than just a needless massacre. Also, if you could have, are there any party members you can get from the Legion? Like, none of your party members side with the Legion, but other party members like Boone, you know Boone, right? The sniper party member with the sunglasses.
Yeah, the guy who had his family killed by the Legion.
Yeah, like he used to be NCR, but he doesn't really care about NCR. But
He just has a burning hatred for the Legion.
Yeah, like if you get, I think if the NCR hate you, or if the Legion like you, he won't be with you because he's like, I don't necessarily like the NCR, but they're kind of the best choice we have. So if they don't like you, then I don't like you. And the Legions are just fucking assholes, so I don't care if they like you at all, then you're not okay. Is basically how he treats you.
Yeah, just for the record, Fallout New Vegas, I sided with Mr. House, just because of how much he was going to advance science.
I sided with myself, personally.
Currently I'm, cause I've beaten Fallout New Vegas twice.
I need to, the only thing I haven't done is side with myself, actually, so I need to do that and get that last Chivo.
That's what I'm doing right now, just because I want to see what happens. But I'm not playing the game legitimately anymore.
What do you mean, not legitimately anymore?
I use console commands and like gave myself 100 on everything.
I think console commands negate achievements.
I don't really care about achievements.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
I care more about I don't wanna make this sound like you aren't playing games right. I think everybody plays games for different reasons.
No.
But I care more about seeing the game and investing myself in this world.
Yeah. I feel like console commands, though, aren't really investing yourself in the world. Wouldn't you say? Because in real life, you can't just use console commands.
Yeah, but it's not real life. I'm doing it just because I want to see what I want to see. You know, I've already beaten Fallout New Vegas a couple of times, legitimately. So now I kind of just want to go back and just give myself 100 on everything, see what kind of crazy stuff I can do.
I don't know if there are any quests I didn't necessarily do in Fallout or not. I mean, New Vegas. Can't think of anything, but then again, if I can't think of it, then that doesn't mean I haven't done it, you know. So Sly Cooper, we're being introduced to a new style of gameplay right here, where not every level in Sly Cooper is a platforming level.
Which, I mean, I respect that about Sly Cooper, but I kind of feel like it's a bunch of really good platforming levels glued together with a bunch of meh minigames. You know?
Honestly, remember, I haven't played this game in years. Like, almost 10 years. Probably almost 10 years, I mean. If, I don't know exactly, but... So I don't really know how good a lot of these minigames are. I mean, that's kind of what these streams are to figure out, is like, is Sly Cooper a good game? Which, I mean, yeah, I'm sure Sly Cooper's a good game.
I mean, you're playing it. Are you having a good time?
Oh yeah, this game's good.
Wrestling with jimmies in all the right places.
Like, I know Sly Cooper's a good game, but this is to see, like, what exactly is everything Sly Cooper has to offer. Like, this minigame, it doesn't feel like it's great, but it feels like it's something to break up the action, I guess. I guess I'll have to see how many of these there are, and how various they are, and how, you know, good they are, and everything, to see if I think that, wow, these are just a waste of time or not.
You know, I'm curious. What if you took, how many elements of Sly Cooper would you have to take out until you no longer have Sly Cooper?
You know...
What if we modified the games, that way you didn't have to do any of these things? Would you still have Sly Cooper, do you think?
Yeah! Like, if it was just the platforming levels, yeah.
And that's kind of my point with the minigames.
I think these are just to break up the... Like, there's a game called No More Heroes, on the Wii, and it's made by, I believe, Suda51, the same person who made Killer is Dead, and a lot of very known to be weird but good games. And in Killer is Dead, you can't just play all the levels, you have to play these mini games as little side jobs between the action levels, so they break up the action. If you remove those weird, like, you have to mow this lawn level, it would still be Killers, or, No More Heroes, but... it would, you know...
Congratulations, you did it!
Well, I mean, that's the thing, it's like... Then I don't think you should have to do those levels.
But the point of those levels is, rather than the game being all action, they add some levels like that to break up the action. That way it... Like, there's a theory, there's an idea that if something is too perfect, people will hate it. So to make something better, you have to add things that are bad to it, so it can have positive and negative qualities, and people can have a better feeling about it. Just like a character in a show can't be, like, all-around perfect, or else he becomes just... people hate him. But if he has negative qualities, then he becomes relatable, because most humans aren't perfect. And in No More Heroes, a big quality in it is that when you have high action points and low points with, like, having to do mundane jobs like mowing a lawn, it balances out, or you appreciate the action points more when you have low points with them, you know what I mean?
Right.
So...
maybe, but then I'd say that means the,
It also brings a slight sense of realism into it, but I mean...
but then
I
I'd say that,
don't think realism is the point of the game.
but I kind of think that those, those little breaking up the action things should not be mandatory.
But then it's all action, and then the action becomes boring.
Well,
Think
that's
about it in the
exactly-
sense of a movie, an action movie where there are a lot of explosions, right? And a lot of fight scenes. If the whole movie...
Hit the select button to bring up your mission.
You know, thanks. That's actually exactly what I needed, Turtle Boy. Okay, that's where I had to go.
Check out the stats on places
Man,
you've been to.
that was
Also,
probably
there's
the...
some shortcut warps to get around
So
the
I
maps.
was just lost right now and didn't know where to go in Sly Cooper. And then Turtle Guy came up and he was like, "Hey Sly, you know if you're lost, you should press the select button and it'll tell you where to go." And it's like, wow, that's actually exactly what I needed, Bentley.
Hey, Sly,
Bentleby.
hit the select button to bring up your map.
Yeah, and it's like, that's exactly what I needed right now. I was actually just thinking that that is what I was missing. So, I have to
I
get...
love it when video games do that. They recognize when you don't know what you're doing.
They recognize when you need some help, yeah. And I mean, that's so good that I'm giving Sly Cooper a point for being a good gamer for that.
You're gonna have to be extra sneaky to get the treasure key here.
Point. He's earned a single point.
I mean, on my rating scale of out of 7, it definitely has a minimum of 2 points now. 1 point for existing and 1 point for that.
Although, really, I think that if I don't know, it depends on how you're using the rating system. What you might want to do if you're going to use that system is that you should start at 4 and give him more points for being good and take away.
I mean, I was joking with that. I'm not actually giving it, like... I'm not... My point is I'm going to remember that, and I really appreciate that, because I've never had a game be so on point with, oh, it looks like Matt needs an idea of what to do next. Here, try pressing the select button, Sly. And it's like, wow. Just the timing on that was flawless.
I've had that happen to me before. Games.
Well, whoopee-doo, but I don't think I've had it happen to me.
Well, then again, I'm the guy who always likes to listen to what Nabi has to say.
Maybe, yeah. My point is just, like, that was a... Like, I don't know what prompted him to say that, right when he said that.
I mean, it could just be... I don't know, it could be like a timer thing, where it's like... If it notices... Like, if you were just exploring for a long period of time, it would still give you that message.
But, I mean, wasn't I exploring... Wasn't I walking around slightly aimlessly at some other point for that same amount of time? Without that happening? I don't know. Maybe, but... Who's to say? I just... That timing was really perfect, because if you notice, like, I went into first-person view and I was looking around, like, where to go next. And then the game was just like, try pressing select if you want to know where to go next. Anyway, I'm sorry, that completely derailed the conversation. So you can't have a game, you can't have something that's too perfect, whether it be a character or a game. And in No More Heroes, it also brings a slight idea of realism into, like, you know, being an assassin isn't a full-time job. Like, you're not going to be paid just for being an assassin, like, paid all life expenses just for being an assassin, so you're going to need to get some small jobs like mowing lawns. And, oh yeah, no, if you watch, now I remember, if you watch an action movie, and the whole movie is just constant explosions and fight scenes, wouldn't you think that would get pretty boring after some time?
Maybe, but I think that there's a benefit that video games have over movies, in that when you watch a movie, yeah, you just gotta watch it from beginning to end. But with a video game, you can control that experience. So what I'm saying is, break up the action, or maybe make the breaking up of the action something optional, like a side quest.
Something else I really like in this Sly Cooper game, if I get spotted by a spotlight, I don't instantly die. The spotlights just turn red, and then if I get spotted by the red spotlight or trip laser, then I die. So the game has that.
That's just good. That's just good stealth gameplay.
Yeah, like, just because I get caught doesn't mean I'm dead. Like, just because I step into the spotlight by accident, like this one, like if I did that by accident, that's not the end of the level, suddenly. Now it's the end of the level because I just stepped into a red spotlight. That's just good design. Like, a little bit of mercy. You never want to make it like it's is all or nothing all the time. Like, this isn't, I want to be the guy. No one even remembers what that game is, except for me. Do you know about I Want to Be the Guy?
I've heard about that. It's like one of them really hard type games.
Yeah, it's just a completely, like, unfair game.
Yeah, I know that, that Cinco Man, right, makes a reference to it with the Homestar guy. He says, I want to be the guy too!
Yeah, that's the second I Want to Be the Guy game, is I Want to Be the Guy TOO. Which is also TWO, because it's the second game. Okay, where's that one bottle I missed?
Sly, gotta stop drinking.
Sly, stop hitting the bottle! That's the joke we're gonna take away from this, is Sly, you gotta stop hitting the bottle.
Sly, you keep drinking on the job and it keeps getting us caught, Sly. I can't spend another 10 years in prison, Sly.
Sly, they try giving you a mercy point by letting you get caught twice before they kill you. And yet you still keep drinking. And still keep getting caught.
That's a Sly Cooper game I want to play. The one where they get caught and go to jail.
Don't they do that? Doesn't that happen? That sounds like them. So, Persona 5, going back to that, the conversation about that game. That game starts off with you're in the middle of a heist, you're stealing something, and, you get caught in the middle of it, and then the whole game keeps flashing forward in time to when you're getting caught. So, like, anytime you meet somebody new, who is a main character, the game's like, you know, it's like you meet somebody, and it's like my pet cat will teach me how to make lockpicks. And then it fast forwards to the future, and it's like, you know, I bet someone was teaching you how to make lockpicks. And it's like, and then it just comes back to normal time. And it's like, why do you have to fast forward and remind me, like, you know, you're in prison right now? They do it too much.
Actually, that might be a cool idea for a Sly Cooper game. He goes to,
There it is.
Carmelita finally captures Sly and takes him to prison. Him and his gang. And they gotta break out.
I mean, I feel like there's a level of that in one of the games.
I wonder.
Oh no, I got the camera stuck. Oh jeez. Well, that's a nice glitch. Hey.
Let's see, just
Got the camera.
this think this game looks pretty good.
Like gameplay or graphics?
Like graphics. Oh, I see where you got that camera stuck.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Awesome. That's awesome.
I'm glad you can appreciate that. Yeah, no, the graphics, it's like slightly cel-shaded, it looks like. So, it gets that going for it, but I think in general, yeah, it looks nice. The blue, like, for example, Sly's clothing, the blue on it, is just, it's almost, it's like a really nice balance of almost being colorful, like almost being really vivid, but at the same time not quite being vivid. So,
yeah.
like, it's not quite pale blue, but it's not quite vivid blue, so it's a really nice between. Like, in this lighting right here, it looks a bit pale. Which, I mean, yeah, you don't, as a thief, you don't want your to just be bright colors. Like, yeah, here. right here, the blue is pretty dark, and his red backpack is pretty pale too. But if I come into this lighter section right here, the blue becomes very vivid, and so does the red. And I really like that. I wonder if that's supposed to indicate, like, enemies won't be able to see me when I'm in... when my blue and red are less vivid. Like, if I'm more visible to the enemies, or not. Or if that's just a complete graphic thing. Either way, I like it. You notice that?
Yeah. Does Sly Cooper ever actually use his tail for anything? Or is it just another thing they have?
I think it's just part of his body, but I don't know. I don't know, maybe you should look up some reviews on, No More Heroes and see what people say about the job thing and see what they think about it.
No more heroes! Everybody commit crimes!
I think the idea of it being No More Heroes is that, yeah, everybody is just horrible.
Except for Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un is perfect. Our almighty leader. Okay, you ready for the boss fight?
Yeah, ready to boss fight the ever-loving crap out of this.
The Eye of the Storm.
The eye of the pirate fox.
How delightful.
Shh, we're listening to frogs talking.
Never guessed. The only thing is, I hate unexpected guests.
Listen, Raleigh. Wipe up my family and steal what's mine? You better expect company.
Oh, I'm ever so saucy. How sloppy of me not to finish the job. Obviously, we should have snuffed you out as well. So, without further ado, let me examine my what? Floating to gargantuan size and squashing you like the insignificant bug that you are.
Bring it on.
The frog's done talking, by the way.
You!
Gesehen tight.
Thank you. I wanted to hear that frog spiel. Because, you know, maybe he was about to provide some, like, legitimate reasons why he's right.
Oop. Oh. Like the Legion should have. Oh, I just died.
Exactly, like, you walk in and the frog is like, whoa, I had no idea what was going on. I was in no way involved with the murder of your parents.
Look, I was told we were gonna steal the book from the thieves, from the raccoon thief family, and we were just... that was all. I didn't know we were gonna also genocide the raccoon family. I wasn't a part of that.
Yeah, look, what you came here for, just take it. You win. You know,
Oops.
you never know. He might have had something, but no, he was just an asshole.
The problem is, okay, so back to the video game thing. The problem is, if you are right about, like, okay, well, a video game you can take breaks on, but a movie you are kind of, like, stuck in the movie. But at the same time, you might... a lot of people don't play video games in the sense of, I'm just going to play an hour today and then an hour tomorrow. A lot of people just go head on and play all of a video game in a short span of time. So you kind of... oh! So you kind of need to force them to... you know, have the ups and downs. Also, like I said, you don't want something to be completely perfect, where it's all action all the time and everything's always great, or else it... The thing is, there's also, yeah, like, the mentality of, even if you play a game an hour a day every day, doesn't... The game is still gonna be always action for you while you're in the middle of the game, and you're gonna remember the game is always action, and it's gonna become boring-ish.
Well, I mean,
There's a lot of psychology in this.
But I mean, that's my point. It's like, it's all action, but there are these. But if you want, you can stop. If you get bored with the action, you can stop and do this other task, which also can have important gameplay.
I mean, like, how many games do you know that are all action all the time, though? I know one game. I'm not sure if you heard of it. Stardew Valley, all action, that game.
I was actually gonna say, I think Minecraft does this really well. It's like, in Minecraft, if you want to go out and fight monsters, you can do that. If you want to stop fighting monsters to build, you can do that. If you want to stop building to fish, you can do that. You want to stop fishing to find a dog, you can do that. It's like, all of the action, all that's going on is entirely player controlled.
Maybe? Oh. I wonder how many times you're expected to die in this boss fight. I think I've already died like 100 times more than you're supposed to.
Man, just keep dying. You'll eventually get the golden Tanuki leaf.
Did you ever use the golden Tanuki leaf in that game?
Yes, I did.
Which one was that? 3D World? Mario 3D World?
3D Land.
Which one was 3D World then?
That was the one on Wii U.
Okay, so 3D Land. Yeah, that sounds right.
I think everybody. I think whether you agree with the golden Tanuki thing or not, if you've played 3D Land, at some point you've picked up that golden Tanuki.
What if you just never actually die because you're good at Mario, unlike us? Oh no!
Well, I mean, then you're literally Chuck fucking Norris.
Chuck Norris wasn't actually... The thing is, Chuck Norris isn't as an individual and all that, Chuck Norris isn't really that great. The only reason why Chuck Norris got such a reputation as being a quote-unquote badass is because of, he was in a lot of action movies or something. He's also...
He was a badass, though. He was a...
In the movies, but, like,
he was a martial arts champion.
Was he? Was he really?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
From what I understand, his actual, like, personality and, like, political opinions are,
Oh yeah,
not
shitty.
great.
He's a freaking conservative asshole.
Yeah, and that's why I don't like, perpetuating his fame.
I mean, I don't think... He's not famous for being a Republican. He's famous for being an action movie star.
I mean, that is true, but at the same time, if someone has, like, a split... Like, if, who's somebody who is... Like, I can't think of any good examples, shit. If, like, Robert Downey Jr., the dude who plays Iron Man, who he's very famous for that, and he's also known to be an attractive man and all that, also believed that, like, women should not have rights at all, ever, then do you think it's still okay to support him? Because I feel like it isn't really kosher to... Damn it. Like, to just ignore something like that and just let someone who has such horrible opinions also exist as kind of an idol. Why are we having these kind of conversations over fucking Sly Cooper of all things?
And I don't know. I think we're just naturally drifting. I don't know.
A snake couldn't slither in without setting off alarms.
Well, I mean, a snake would slither.
Cutscene time.
Would set off your alarm. A snake would set up your horn.
Did I say cutscene? Shit. Jeez, bro. Talk to the whole cutscene. Hot chick with gun, bust amphibian. He legitimately said that. Okay, sorry about that. And I wish this game had cutscenes during those subtitles. I wish this game had subtitles during those cutscenes, so I didn't have to do that.
Spoiler alert: Sly steals the thing.
Did you see that though? Like the newspaper says, "Hot chick with gun, or bust amphibian,"
No.
and it's talking about Camilla. The chick Sly bangs in the AO ending.
Camilla. Why did I think her name was Carmelita?
It is Carmelita.
Oh.
I just always call her Camilla because I always forget. But remember yesterday I think I said, like, actually it did have a T in it because I looked it up. Yeah, it's Carmelita Fox. Because it's one of those tropes where all the animals actually have last names of what kind of animal they are. Anyway, yeah, so. That's World 1! Tide of Terror! Next time, we're gonna play, X to start mission. Wow, it won't even tell us the name.
It's gonna be filled with all kinds of freaking sneaking around people and,
Not even a snake could slither in without the alarms being set off. Wink, wink.